Hello everyone, this is Tall Guy Films, and today we review the Sennheiser CX 215 earbuds. Now, I unboxed these quite a while ago along with the GTX 960, and I'll put a link in the video that'll let you go look at that unboxing if you'd like to. But I said that I'd be doing a review of these fairly quickly, and it's actually been quite a while since that, but I finally gotten around to it, reviewing the Sennheiser CX 215 earbuds. Now, I've been using these as my regular earbuds for quite a while now, and so I've got quite a few thoughts on them, both good and bad. So to start out, we're going to look at the design of these things. So, starting out from the bottom, we have a fairly standard plug. The one thing that I do like about it is that this is a right angle plug rather than just a straight one. The straight ones look better normally, but they're actually easier to break and they're usually harder to get in and out of a device, especially one that's smaller or that has a case on it. But Sennheiser did a great job. Not only is it curved, making it easier to get in and out, less likely to break, but it's also a very stylish design. It looks good. It looks like something designer style. Next we have a little gray piece, which I assume is used to help you possibly cable manage your headphones while they're in your pocket. You can kind of make a little thing like that by putting it through the gray thing. I don't actually use it, but for some of you who might use it, it's there. Next we have the Y connector. I like it quite a bit. It's solid, it's durable. I'm not afraid that I'm gonna break it by pulling the headphone pieces apart. Additionally, the two headphone pieces actually angle apart, which makes them less likely to tangle up or to wind up while you're listening, which is definitely a big bonus. Moving up to the earbud itself, it's a fairly standard earbud design. I do have to admit, it looks pretty good. I personally have the green model, but there's a variety of other models which look all very good. It has a combination of gloss and matte finish. It has two little indentations which are supposedly to help you grip it. I haven't really noticed any benefit with that, maybe just because my fingers are so large, but it does kind of add a little bit of style. Also, they have a label telling you which ear they go in, which is a big bonus. A lot of earbuds don't have that, which is very much annoying. Now, the part that actually goes in your ear is a little rubber piece, which is removable, and they have three different sizes: small, medium, and large. They come with the medium by default, and after trying all three sizes, I found that the medium size is best for me. Now, when it comes to the comfort and wearability of these things, there's a few things that I noticed. First off, the rubber piece. The rubber pieces are generally more comfortable than something like, say, the Apple Earbud, where it's just, a piece of plastic in your ear. But one thing I don't like about them is that, one, they're not very adjustable. You have three options, and if you aren't exactly on one of those options, your earbuds won't fit very well. With the Apple Earpods, they actually, the way they're designed, the wedge design, allows you to push in more or less into your ear depending on the size of your ear, so it really is a one-size-fits-all. Whereas with these, it's kind of a make-do with what you've got. These are also less comfortable than the Apple Earpods, I have to say, which is a little disappointing, but so that is one thing to keep in mind when looking for a new pair of earbuds. Additionally, they also don't stay in your ear nearly as well as the Apple Earpods. The Apple Earpods, I could drop, say, my iPod with headphones attached, and the headphones would actually stay in my ear. These, they'd fall straight out. And I've also noticed that regularly, when I'm wearing these, I have to push them in more, which is really annoying, especially when I'm walking around. They're very eager to fall out, which is a very annoying thing with headphones. And I think that's one thing I would have to criticize about these the most. Another thing, which I would have to criticize, is the cable. The cable is not shielded very well. If you're moving around at all and this is bumping around, you're going to hear noises coming through the headphones, which is really annoying, especially if you're paying, $25 to $30 for earbuds. I'd like shielding that's good enough to prevent any noise like that from coming through the cables. I would happily pay $5 to $10 more for headphones like these if they had appropriate cable shielding. So now I've kind of gone through the designs and what I don't like about these headphones. Now it's time to talk about what I do like about these headphones, and that is the sound quality. The sound quality on these things is amazing. They are almost as good as my pair of over-ear studio monitoring headphones. They're far better than the Apple Earbuds. They aren't as strong in the bass end, the lower end of the frequency spectrum, but in the mids and the highs they sound amazing, which is great. I've noticed that in some cases they don't sound as good. For example, plugged into my iPod, they don't sound as good, but plugged into my PC and plugged into my tablet, they both work very, very well. So now, all that said, who would I recommend these for? Well, for the average person who just wants fairly cheap headphones which sound really good, these are great. But for people who need specialized headphones in specialized situations, these don't stack up very well. For example, if you're, say, a runner or any kind of active person who wants to listen to music using these earbuds while they move around, you'll be sorely disappointed for two reasons. One, the fact that they fall out of your ear very easily, and two, the fact that there is a lot of noise that can be introduced through the cables, which rapidly degrades your listening experience. So for active people, I would not recommend these, especially runners or joggers. Now for, say, studio situations where maybe you need a pair of portable earbuds because you can't fit a full-size pair of studio headphones or you don't have access to audio monitors, these work pretty well, and I would use these in the field. Their sound reproduction is great. It's definitely enough for in-the-field monitoring. Now, would I use these for actually mixing stuff in post? Probably not. They're not quite that good. I might be tempted to overemphasize the bass to compensate the fact that these don't have very strong bass response. In the mids and the highs, yes, they're very accurate and sound very good, but there isn't just enough overall balance to warrant using these. Even over just cheap, small computer speakers, those would still have better accuracy in mixing in post than these earbuds would. So now, in conclusion, would I recommend these just to the average person? And yeah, you definitely have to keep things in consideration. These aren't perfect. They do have their drawbacks, and you have to consider those drawbacks. But would I recommend them if someone was just asking for a recommendation on a pair of headphones? Odds are yes. I'd definitely say that I'd recommend these over the Apple Earbuds.